Hey, it's Ben here with another episode of the People Podcast.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
I'm Xavier.
That what is.
I am Keegan.
Keegan likes to be cool.
Likes man.
That's a lie.
Anyway, so today we're going to be going over interesting things about our signers, which are, for me, it is William Ellery. For Xavier, it is.
Charles Carroll of Carrollton.
And for Keegan, it is.
What's your signer, Keegan?
I got Carter Braxton.
What's your
Carter Braxton.
I got
so
Carter.
over, if you could hear that over the cracking of his knuckles awkwardly close to the thing, the microphone, he has Carter Braxton. So why don't we make you go first?
Oh, I hate you. Basically, he was a really weird guy. He got married twice, which is like, I suppose that's not all too uncommon.
That's not very weird at all.
That's normal for that time, but like the weird bit is that he had some like they're not entirely sure, but he had somewhere around 16 children.
Somewhere around 16 children?
They don't know
that's
for
right.
sure.
They don't know exact amounts. They're like in the ballpark numbers, you know.
Right.
Do you think there's a chance that you're descended from this guy?
Well, because he had 2 kids with his first wife, and then his wife just straight up died on him. So, like, she's a nerd.
Yes, but so 14 with another?
Somewhere, yeah, no. Somewhere around 16 with his second wife.
So we had 18 kids.
Yeah, 18
Possibly,
kids.
yeah. But they don't know for sure.
The first two were confirmed. The 16.
We don't
or
really
so,
know.
or not.
We don't really know.
What else?
Then. So
let's-
yeah, what
let's
else
think-
is there? What else is there?
What's weird about him, huh? He had a lot
was
of kids.
apparently the most conservative of the 7 signers from Virginia. There's that.
Conservative in the modern sense, or in?
That was not specified. Probably not in the modern sense, though. He was historically a really abusive husband to the point where it got pretty freaking bad, bro.
Got pretty freaking
was
bad. So what
pretty
kind of things did he do?
He would beat his wife a lot.
So basically, when I asked,
Like,
what sort of things the abusive husband did he abuse?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Keegan, was he a very big slave owner?
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
How many slaves?
A lot.
Like 167? 76?
Somewhere around that ballpark, yeah.
Yeah.
That's child's
That's
play compared to
nothing.
your guy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's nothing.
oh, really?
You want to hear about Charles Carroll of Carrollton? How many
Sure,
slaves he had?
sure.
He had 400 to 500 slaves. He had 400 to 500ed slaves.
What a lazy bum.
So he's a big slave owner.
Yeah,
So
but you want to know the funny
plantation?
thing? He was the president of the American Colonization Society, trying to make it better for African Americans by moving them out of the United States or the 13 colonies and to Africa.
I mean,
Seems like we could have a potential conflict of interests here.
Yes, precisely. I would think so.
this is about to become a debate on whether or not slavery
No,
was
it's
good or
not.
not, isn't it?
I'm
No,
not gonna-
it's
I'm not gonna
not
let it go
because
there.
like
Okay.
All right. So what other interesting things are there about this guy other than that he was kind of a he
Well,
owned the slaves?
I'm so glad you asked, Ben. Because did you know that Charles married his cousin, Molly, also known as Mary, other way around, Mary known as Molly, Darnell?
I'd marry his
That's
cousin
pretty
too.
Yes. How many kids did he have with his cousin?
He had 7 kids, but 3 of them made it to adulthood. Only 3.
Generally offshoots of the family log don't live that long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
their family tree is all roots because of him. So
We're like a family.
surely there's
line.
more interest. Surely there's a few things that are more interesting about him. So if you could hurry up and think of
Yeah.
them, that'd be great.
You want to know what else? His entire the past 4 generations or something were all Charles Carroll. His father was Charles Carroll of Annapolis, and his parents called him Charlie. Don't know why. It was spelled really weird too. Not the way.
Spelled?
It was Charley. Not like
Chorley.
yeah. It was I guess not too weird, but
Wasn't there a story where it was like, it could have been really easy for him to like fit in and not be noticed by the British, but he specifically went by Charles Carroll of Carrollton.
Yeah, so
the British could find him really easily.
there was supposedly a story
something like
that when he was signing the Declaration, he put Charles Carroll, and the people around him were like, well, he could just blend in with most other Americans because like Charles Carroll, that doesn't seem like too big of a like. That seems like it could be a pretty, common name. And then he was like, you know what? Screw you guys. Charles Carroll of Carrollton. Boom. But that was just a story, like a legend. We don't actually know because he'd been signing his name like that for years. But it could be true.
Interesting fact
Could be
about
true.
Charles Carrollton, it appears he was suicidal.
Yes, he was.
That's what I just got from that.
Except, did you know he was also the oldest living one out of the members that signed the Declaration? He lived to be 95 years old. It's pretty ripe, pretty old.
That is pretty ripe. I'd say even by modern standards, that's pretty
That's
ripe.
pretty dang good, even by modern standards. And he put Carrollton at the end of his name because somebody had given him a land, and it was called Carrollton. And fun fact, he like barely went there.
What?
It was just his.
That's a lot. He's lying to you.
Me?
Yeah, he's lying to you because he's lying to you. He lied to everyone.
Oh.
Charles Carroll of Carrollton, it's like if I said Ben Akshuta of Amherst. I never go to Amherst. What's in Amherst?
What's even in Amherst, huh?
I don't know. There's nothing in Amherst.
I bet you it was just because his last name was Carroll.
Are we just slandering Amherst now?
No, we're
Yeah.
just slandering Charles Carroll of Carrollton.
All right.
That's fair.
Who's your dude, Ben?
Well, mine is William Ellery.
What's
There's not
interesting
Too
about him?
much that's interesting about him, but and it's a big but. He did lock his wife after the first one died. After he had like 3 kids with her.
Really?
So he had like a lot of children with one wife, then had like 7 with the next, and then his second wife started to go insane.
That's crazy.
Well, it is. She tried to kill her kids a whole bunch of times. So he locked her in the basement
That's crazy.
for a lot of years, and that is all that is documented about that. Is that William Ellery, not a murder. It sounds like the chick was insane. So like, almost your ex-girlfriend level of insane.
I have an ex-girlfriend.
No, I just wanted to make fun of you, but
What?
we can have
There.
William Ellery. I also know for a fact that he had such bad hemorrhoids, he could not write up.
I don't think we
He had such bad hemorrhoids.
just raging through the roof. They were that
dude,
bad.
like for real, he couldn't ride a horse. So whenever he had to get around, he had to like either like squat and walk or like waddle, or he had to be like carried everywhere because he couldn't really sit on anything because his.
I've also heard
my
from
God.
outside sources that he graduated college at the age of 15.
That is true.
That's
He
crazy.
did do that.
That's pretty
And
young.
I'm
That's
kind of
literally
impressed by
our
that
age.
because when I was 15, all I did was run around outside and say dumb things to strangers I didn't know.
That's true. That's true.
He's out here graduating college, and we're out here dying in Fortnite repeatedly.
I do not play Fortnite. Do not
Neither
accuse
do
me.
I.
participate in the act of playing Fortnite.
So, I'm trying to think of something else interesting about him, but there's nothing interesting about this guy. Yeah, I'm sorry to waste your time with this presentation, but that's what it is. It's a waste of time. And William Ellery is officially one of the most boring human beings I have ever met. Or ever had the pleasure of studying, displeasure of studying.
Aside from the fact that he kind of sort of locked his wife up in a basement for how many years?
I don't know, like 7 or 8 till she
Wow.
died. Yeah, she spent the better part of a decade down there. It's been a while. It's been a while. I didn't include that on my one pager, by the way.
This dude was.
I do know.
bad
I
to
do
his
know.
wife.
He was very, very much so an abolitionist, like really hardcore abolitionist. He wrote a bunch
Yeah.
of books on it and stuff. You can probably find him somewhere.
Huh.
But yeah, before obviously it wasn't exactly in his lifetime. Ooh, excuse me. That the Civil War occurred, you know. This is like about 100 years later. But
How long did he have his wife locked away?
7 or 8 years, I think.
That's pretty bad.
How long did he have his wife locked away? 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
All right, let's call it.
We are the People's Podcast. Thank you for listening. We, I guess, don't know much about the people we studied. No, I don't know. What should
We
do
love
for-
to disappoint you. It's our favorite thing to do. Bye.
Bye.